Hello, everybody. How are we doing tonight? I am Misty with Mama Z's Texas Kitchen. How are you guys doing? Bring my chat up here. Got Farm in Our Backyard is here. Kira is here. Papa Z is here. I hope y'all are having a wonderful evening. We are doing a souped up spaghetti tonight. I'm gonna show you how you can take some crappy spaghetti sauce and elevate it. And that's what we're gonna do tonight. So I hope hey Tom Smith, how are you doing, my friend? Thank you for joining us tonight. This is what I do a lot on a basic middle of the week night, when you've been rushing around and you don't want just just something from a can, but that's what you got, right? It's middle of the week, end of the month. Well, this is not the end of the month, but middle of the month. And you got what, a little bit of everything, and you want to jazz it up a little bit. So I'm going to kind of throw together a midweek meal and kind of what that looks like. So I'm going to get my little fire going here, start getting my pan hot while we kind of wait on hopefully some people coming in tonight. Hey, Patty, how you doing, sweetie? Thank you for coming. I'm excited. For some of you might not know, I hit 1,000 this week. Well, I guess it's last week now, isn't it? I'm so excited, guys. And I got accepted into the YouTube Partner Program. How cool is that? So if you see, Keith, it doesn't show me on the StreamYard side. So if you see any super chats or anything like that, go up, let me know. I've got my stream. Well, I'm just saying I don't see it, so I just don't want to miss anybody if they do. I'm going to throw a little bit of butter down here in the bottom of my pan and a little bit of olive oil. Grab it back here. Eventually, I want to start using Streamlab because they show it better, I think, than StreamYard does. But I like StreamYard's features because they're easier. All right. I have water boiling back here for my spaghetti when I get ready to drop it. And then we're going to start sauteing some vegetables. Hold on, let me make my chat bigger. I keep forgetting I can do that. Let's see. Has anyone gotten? I did, Patty. I did, and that was weird. Yes, I have, Patty, and I just I block them. I'm still not using Instagram as much as I should. I really should. You know what? My pan would get hot if I plugged the dang thing in. Oh, good grief. It's always something, isn't it? All right. Over in my bowl over here, I have a little bit of butter that I've melted down. I'm going to put some garlic in it. We're going to make some garlic bread too. So I can do that while I'm waiting on my pan to get hot. It's been one of those days, guys. Let me tell y'all what, and I'm sure I know I watched the weather a while ago. It is hotter than blue bases around here. Good Lord. Okay. I'll be honest. I'm usually on Facebook long enough to kind of promote my channel. I hit and run on Facebook. It depresses me. Yeah, and then that's all I'm gonna say about all that. It just too much right now. So I try to, get on there, give a little bit of love to my friends, hang out in the groups a minute, and then exit stage left. So I dropped a little bit of Italian seasoning in my butter mixture here. And then as soon as this gets hot, I'll start sauteing my vegetables. And then Instagram, I forget about it. It's one of those way underutilized tools. And it's just too many opinions on Facebook for me right now. I mean, too many, I just, yeah, I try to stay off of it. I just want to tell people love each other, Let's just be nice. Everybody's got an opinion. You're not going to change anybody's opinion, so just be nice to each other. That's all you got to do. If you really think yelling at people and being ugly is going to change anybody's opinion, it's not. People are going to have their opinion, and you ain't going to change nobody's opinion. So you don't have to be ugly to nobody. Anyway, that's just my 2 cents worth on it. Pray for them, love them, and move on. Let's talk about cooking. All right. So, got my stuff is starting to melt down. In this little bowl, I've just got some onions and bell pepper. This did come off my little bell pepper plant. And I'm just going to dump it in the bowl here and start sauteing it down. I'm going to hit it with a little bit of salt that I left over here. If anybody else comes in, Keith, that I miss. All right. Hit it with some cracked bell or black pepper. Bell pepper, listen in. Hey, Boots, how you doing, my friend? All right, now I'm going to throw some broccoli in here. Because, I mean, who don't need a little broccoli in their life, right? Not a ton, but just a little bit. Because I've got it and it needs to be used. Break it up just a little bit. We're going to saute that up a little bit. We gonna make bets whether I can make the smoke detector go off tonight? Right. Keith ain't been feeling real hot today, so. Okay, I'm going to throw a little bit of garlic in it. About out of my squeezed garlic, I'm going to have to get some more. I like this squeezed garlic.
Farming our backyard, if you're filming, most because it will go off.
Of course it will. Oh, it smells good. It does do that. Okay. And then my husband's favorite vegetable. Mushrooms. Yep. I'm going to toss that around. And then what I'm going to do, I'm just sauteing this up slightly. I'm going to pull it out, then I'm going to cook my hamburger meat, and then I'm going to incorporate it all back in together. Okay, let me grab a bowl real quick. I don't want to cook it very much because I don't want my mushrooms to wilt. Mushroom abuse over here, Keith. Yeah, it's starting to smoke. I'm going to turn my fan on back here, guys. Maybe. Oh, there we go. Because it is starting to smoke a little bit. All right, I'm going to add my hamburger meat. This hamburger meat's still slightly frozen, so I may put a lid on it. Try to get it cooked down a little bit quicker. Grab my lid. Where did I put it? Ah, here it is. Had to turn around in circles 3 times. All right, let that cook down a little bit. I'm going to put some butter on my bread here. It would have helped if I got my brush out. And this is just French bread picked up at the store. They had it on clearance, so it was cheap. I buy a lot of stuff on clearance. Got my mushrooms on clearance as well. They had it on for like $1 for that deal of mushrooms. All about getting stuff on sale and on for cheap. And then I'm going to throw this in the air fryer. You know, my favorite gadget. And then I'll just put it in here and cook it just the last few minutes. Get another tray. Okay, I'll wait till the last few minutes to get that going. I'm probably going to need a strainer, babe. Sorry. Oh. Get that green bowl in the strainer, and I'll strain it in the bowl. This wasn't the leanest meat that I had. I'm out of my hamburger meat that I ground myself. So, unfortunately, I need to grind some more. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, I'm going to put this back on here. So, do y'all remember, some of y'all, I'm going to sit down for just a second. Some of y'all may remember me talking about that I did the, and hey Shayla, I did the Ancestry DNA test. I got my results back today. So I have, stupid clock. I have got, so I got my results back today. I'm still combing through a ton of information, but here's what I know. I am 68% English, Wales, and 28%, I think is what I said, wasn't it? Something like that. Scottish Irish. And maybe 2%, something like that, German, and a little bit of Norrish. So what we know is kind of what I knew, is that I am English, Irish, and Scottish. I'm a white girl. I am of Celtic descent, in which I kind of knew that just from my, and that my son, who is Jacob, that had done the ancestry test, I'm his mother. 100%. It pinged him immediately. So that I thought was hilarious. I messaged him this morning. I said, guess what, Jacob? I'm your mother. But I am getting some first cousins and stuff. So that was really cool. And another really cool thing I got today is that I've got a picture of my birth mother. Approximately about a year, probably about the time that she was pregnant with me, that I hadn't had before. So that was pretty cool. She looks a lot like my daughter and my son Jacob, and probably me. I haven't got out and looked at a picture of myself about that age, but I can see similarities. So that was pretty cool. That was something that I had always wanted, was a picture. So, and I've got that now. So, yeah, that was pretty special. Which the cool thing was, apparently she was using her mother's maiden name and not her her birth name. So, and that may have been a reason I was having a hard time finding stuff. But I plan on, if you follow me on Facebook, or I plan on sharing some of those pictures. I may do a video talking about it later on. I can't. I am making spaghetti. I am kind of souping up canned spaghetti is what I'm doing. Showing how you can elevate even store-bought spaghetti. So, yeah, the sauce. And we're making some garlic bread and just kind of using what you got. Because sometimes you got to go with what you got, you know. Next Wednesday, not today, but next Wednesday, we are doing our 1,000 sub giveaway. So I want you guys to, I'll be promoting it this coming week. Definitely want you guys to be a part of that. Also, if you haven't checked out this week's videos, I did a brownie video, and today we came out with a chicken and rice video. So that I did in a pressure cooker. Almost got there. The meat is almost ready. I'm going to drop my spaghetti. I'm just using a regular spaghetti. My water has been boiling. I've salted my water and put a little bit of olive oil in it. I tend to leave it whole. I don't break it in half or anything. I just leave it solid. Almost got this meat completely burnt down. Am I missing questions here? Yeah, I like a lot of meat in my spaghetti. Okay, I'm going to drain this meat off real quick. Okay. I did with Shayla my first super chat. Thank you, Shayla. Oh, it did come through. You are so awesome. I love you, sweet friend. All right, so I'm going to hit my meat with some Italian seasoning. And a little bit more garlic. I squeezed the last of that garlic out of there. Let me push down my pot over here. Okay. I'm also going to start the timer on my air fryer. And I'm going to add my veg back in. And I'm going to add a can of just traditional pasta sauce. And some of this is going to be by taste. If I feel like I need to add more seasoning to it. Yeah, I'll put some Italian seasoning in it. Usually it's not salty enough for me, so. I'm going to add a little bit more powdered garlic to it. Huh? Hey, Melanie, how are you, sweetie? Okay. I'm going to let this heat up, and then I've got one more thing I want to add to it once the spaghetti sauce cooks down a little bit. Because that spaghetti sauce, frankly, is a little bit watery. It's not my favorite one, even for the cheap ones to use. But if you cook it down for a little bit, it helps thicken it up just a little. So I'm going to move my chair back over here and just sit down for a sec. Hey, Jessica, I saw you come in, sweetie. How are you doing tonight? So we have been dealing with incredibly crazy heat here. And they're saying this weekend it could get up over 100. I absolutely hate the heat. I don't know about you guys, but I need to check my, hold on, I want to check my bread real quick because I need to, what my,
Jessica?
hold on, babe, I'm coming. Do what?
Jessica? Said she's totally in the AC today.
It has been miserable. Okay, this is starting to thicken up. So one of the last things I will like to do is this is just mozzarella cheese. Now, we'll put some on top, but I like putting it in here and letting it cook down in it. And letting it get all cheesy. Turn the heat down. Now it's just getting my spaghetti ready. It's not quite there yet. Not yet. Look at that. Now, I did grade that myself. I don't buy, let me turn this down, do this in here. Okay. I don't buy already grated cheese, and the reason why is already grated cheese has an extra additive to it to keep it from clumping that you don't need. Your body doesn't need it. So I always encourage people, just take that extra second to buy block cheese and grate it yourself, because you really don't need it. And it's just an extra chemical that your body doesn't need. And I know this in full well of saying that I just used store-bought spaghetti sauce. But, eliminate things where you can. They have a pool up there for the apartments, but they have really put a lot of, because of social distancing, and fair enough, they put a lot of restrictions. Even when we didn't use our community pool because there are so many kids up there. It's not fun. I don't enjoy sharing a pool with 30,000, and I'm exaggerating, but 50 crazy kids who are jumping and splashing, and I guess I'm getting old. And it's just like, I work for a church, and the pastor's kids the other day come up there and they're like, we're going to go up to the pool, because at the time the pool was still open, the city pool, and they're like, but we're going to wait until after the water aerobics are over, because there's a bunch of old people up there. And I thought, oh, I used to do water aerobics. I was one of those old people. So fair enough, All right, let me get a pot rag. Oh, yeah, that looks good. All right, that's ready. All right, let me get another pot rag for my spaghetti. I set them down in here, then I left them. See if my spaghetti's ready. It should be. Should be ready. Oh. Do what?
RSJ Texas just got in.
Hey, RSJ, how are you doing, honey? We're having spaghetti tonight. I mean, if that's not a Wednesday meal for you, I don't know what is, right? Now, I learned this from, I don't know, Bobby Flay, maybe. I mean, who doesn't watch Bobby Flay? Take just a little bit of your pasta water, put it just a touch in your sauce. And I just spaghetti overboard. Like I said, I salted my pasta water, put a little bit of olive oil in it. And no, I do not rinse my pasta. You need that starch. Set this back over here. Turn my stove off. Kendra's always yelling at me, Mom, turn your stove off. I know. You know, if I'm ever as smart as my teenager, I'm going to be a genius. And then you just toss it. All right. And then let's get us a plate. Kendra swears I'm getting old. But, you know, when I was her age, in all fairness, I thought 47 was old too. I'm going to get a little extra sauce here. Anybody else, when you were, 19, thought 47 was old? Shoot, I did. Now it don't seem so dang old, does it? Hey, Pete. How you doing, sweetheart? Are we out of Parmesan?
Probably.
Nope. Found it. Are you coming over here or you may just bring me some? We're almost out of Parmesan. Spaghetti, my friends. Oh.
Get out of my way.
You want the dark toast or the light toast?
Dark side.
Sounds a little bit darker than what it was on top. There you go, sweet husband.
Thank you. See, she's so good to me.
He's very lucky he has a wife that can cook.
I would say.
He married well. What can I say?
Oh, you're lucky you have a husband that can cook too, huh? When I want it.
There we go. That's the truth of the matter right there.
Our Shay says he does all the cooking.
Do you? I come from a very long line of amazing cooks, so I am very lucky. Patty, thank you so much for coming tonight. It was nice having you in here. I am I'm very grateful for each and every one of you guys. Now, tomorrow night or next Wednesday, we'll be having our 1,000 subscriber giveaway. So you guys be sure and check in at 5 o'clock next Wednesday. I'm just going to nibble on this, guys. Nibble. Turned out pretty good, huh? Not bad. So, yep. So, how many people took home economics? Anybody remember that? Most of y'all are old enough to remember home ec. Thank you so much. You know, I didn't realize, you know, everybody, when they start a YouTube channel, you know, we all hope that we'll hit it, you know, but I didn't realize I would do it this quickly, but right. My home economics teacher was, she wasn't that older than I was. Her name was Mrs. Stevens, but she didn't like being called Mrs. Stevens because she wasn't that old. I mean, she was literally a first-year teacher when I took home economics. And so she wanted us to call her Stevens because it made her feel younger. And if she watches this, I don't know if she would or not, but I loved her to death. She was by far one of my teachers, but she really wasn't that much older than I was. You know, 6 years maybe. And it used to drive my daddy crazy. He's like, call her Mrs. Stevens. And I was like, Daddy, she hates me calling her Mrs. She doesn't want to be called Mrs. Stevens. She wants to be called Stevens because Mrs. Stevens makes her feel old. Fun times. But I loved home economics. But you know, I had a mama that taught me how to cook. Grandmother's great grandmother. But yeah, I did too. But we learned things like, I mean, we had to plan our wedding party and plan a wedding. That was part of home economics, even back in the 80s. How to plan your wedding. And that seems so foreign now. You know, you can't believe that that was a part of home economics. That's awesome. Well, my friends, we have been going for nearly 45 minutes. I'm finding that these Wednesday night lives, you know, it takes me about 45 minutes. And I think that's probably a pretty good time for the Wednesday nights. So I am going to let you guys go. But thank you all so much for joining me tonight. I hope you enjoy making spaghetti with me tonight. I know it was a simple meal, but I hope I elevated it well for you. Thank you so much. Come and join us next Wednesday for our 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I have a lot of channels that have are joining in to give away some amazing prizes. So I'm really excited about it. So I hope you will join us next Wednesday night at 5 o'clock. So we will see y'all guys then. Y'all have a great night.